Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the Fuchs Joint Air-to-Ground Missile Tank Destroyer, also known as the Fuchs JAGM, which is a next-generation mobile combat vehicle, combining a proven armored personnel carrier chassis with advanced vertical launch missile technology, a groundbreaking concept that's redefining anti-armor and air defense warfare for modern armies. If you're a military tech enthusiast, a defense strategy buff, or just curious about how partnerships between giants like Rheinmetall and Lockheed Martin are creating hybrid platforms to counter everything from tank columns to drone swarms, you're in for a real treat because the Fuchs JAGM isn't just another missile carrier, it's the world's first vehicle equipped with 24 vertically launched AGM-179 Joint Air-to-Ground Missiles, also known as JAGM, which is a multi-mode guided missile designed for precision strikes against both ground and aerial targets, or AGM-114L Hellfire Longbow missiles, transforming the reliable Fuchs 6x6 armored transport into a highly mobile precision strike system capable of engaging up to 24 main battle tanks or other threats in rapid succession without reloading. Unveiled just last week on September 9, 2025, at the Defense and Security Equipment International, also known as DSEI, which is one of the world's largest defense exhibitions, in London by German defense firm Rheinmetall and U.S. aerospace giant Lockheed Martin, this technology demonstrator reflects lessons from conflicts like Ukraine, where affordable, versatile anti-tank solutions are in high demand. We're going to break down its impressive capabilities in full detail, give you a comprehensive technical rundown, explore its strategic role in future battle spaces, and cover the latest factual news straight from the DSEI event and follow-up reports as of September 20th, 2025, including trial timelines and export potential. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's lock and load for everything you need to know about the Fuchs JAGM Tank Destroyer. The Fuchs JAGM's capabilities are what make it a true force multiplier in modern warfare, engineered specifically as a next-generation tank destroyer that can detect, track, and neutralize a wide spectrum of threats, from armored vehicles and bunkers to low-flying aircraft, drones, and even patrol boats, with a massive salvo of precision-guided missiles launched vertically for all-aspect attacks, all while maintaining the mobility and survivability of its Fuchs Evolution-based platform. At its core, this vehicle packs a vertical launch system comprising 6 Lockheed Martin JAGM quad launchers, each holding 4 missiles for a total of 24 AGM-179 JAGM or AGM-114L Hellfire Longbow missiles, allowing it to unleash a devastating barrage against up to 24 main battle tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, or other high-value targets in quick succession without the need for reloading on the battlefield. A capability that's particularly potent in saturation attacks, where enemies overwhelm defenses with numbers. The JAGM missile itself is a multi-mode seeker missile with semi-active laser, millimeter-wave radar, and dual-mode guidance for engaging both stationary and moving targets in cluttered environments like urban terrain or complex weather, with an effective range of up to 16 kilometers for the medium-range variant and 8 kilometers for the Hellfire Longbow, enabling strikes against low-flying rotary-wing aircraft, radar installations, mobile artillery, or command and control nodes from standoff distances that keep the vehicle out of harm's way. Complementing the missiles is a state-of-the-art sensor package, including an optical targeting station on a raisable mast for elevated surveillance, and a suite of electro-optical and infrared sensors for day-night, all-weather detection of multiple threats simultaneously, turning the Fuchs JAGM into an autonomous kill chain platform that can prioritize, engage, and assess damage in real time. The Fuchs Evolution 6x6 chassis provides the mobility backbone, with its V-shaped hull for mine and improvised explosive device protection, ballistic armor against 14.5mm rounds on the frontal arc, and chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, also known as CBRN, which refers to protection against weapons of mass destruction, filtration for operations in contaminated zones, allowing the 3-person crew, commander, gunner, and driver to reposition quickly at speeds over 100 km per hour on roads while carrying the heavy missile load without compromising agility. In operational terms, the Fuchs JAGM can lead ambushes against armor columns, provide rapid response fire support to infantry, or execute deep strikes against air defense systems, all while its wheeled design offers faster deployment and lower costs than tracked alternatives, making it ideal for NATO forces seeking affordable, high-volume solutions in high-threat environments like Eastern Europe or the Middle East. Let's break down the technical specs and how the Fuchs JAGM operates in practice, because this system's engineering is a clever fusion of Rheinmetall's proven Fuchs platform and Lockheed Martin's missile expertise, creating a wheeled missile destroyer that's as deployable as a standard armored personnel carrier, but packs the punch of a dedicated anti-tank battery. The base Fuchs Evolution 6x6 measures 7.8 meters long, 3 meters wide, and 2.8 meters tall, weighing around 25 tons in combat configuration, with a ground clearance of 0.45 meters for crossing obstacles up to 0.6 meters high, powered by a Deutz 6-cylinder diesel engine producing 520 kilowatts or 700 horsepower for a top speed of 110 kilometers per hour on roads, about 68 miles per hour, and a range of 1,000 kilometers on internal fuel tanks, with a central tire inflation system and anti-lock braking system, also known as ABS, which prevents wheel lockup for better control, for enhanced off-road performance over sand, mud, or snow. The vertical launch system, adapted from naval Mark 41 vertical launching system technology, but scaled for ground use, consists of 6 quad canisters totaling 24 cells, each compatible with JAGM's multi-mode seeker for lock-on after launch capability, meaning the missile can acquire targets post-firing, even if out of direct line of sight, and the Hellfire Longbow's fire-and-forget millimeter-wave radar for autonomous homing against moving armor. The sensor mast, raisable to 4 meters for over-the-hill targeting, integrates forward-looking infrared cameras, laser rangefinders, and a 360-degree electro-optical suite for multi-target tracking up to 20 kilometers, all processed by a digital NATO generic vehicle architecture, also known as NGVA, which is a standardized open architecture framework for interoperability across allied systems, ensuring seamless data sharing with command networks. Operationally, the flow is efficient and deadly. Ground radars or the vehicle's own sensors detect a tank platoon 5 kilometers away. The commander designates priorities via touchscreen, the gunner confirms via helmet-mounted display, and the system launches a salvo of 8 missiles in seconds with vertical pop-up and immediate course correction via thrust vectoring. Adjustable engine nozzles for steering, the JAGM or Hellfire then homes in with dual-mode guidance to strike engines or optics first, all while the driver repositions at 60 kilometers per hour to avoid counterfire, protected by the Fuchs's mine-resistant V-hull and optional explosive reactive armor tiles. This makes the Fuchs JAGM a rapid reaction asset for deep fires, ambushes, or suppressing enemy advances, with its wheeled chassis enabling rail or air transport for quick global deployment compared to heavier tracked systems. The Fuchs JAGM's strategic role is evolving as a cost-effective mobile strike platform for NATO and allied forces facing armored breakthroughs or aerial threats in peer conflicts, providing standoff precision that overwhelms with volume. 24 missiles per vehicle means a platoon could saturate an enemy brigade, while its Fuchs base ensures logistical compatibility with existing fleets like Germany's 300 Fuchs vehicles. In scenarios like defending Baltic borders or supporting Middle East coalitions, it could execute autonomous kill chains against tank columns or drones, relaying data via NGVA for joint ops with artillery or aircraft, and its lower price tag, estimated at under €5 million per unit, makes it scalable for mass adoption where budgets are tight. Fun fact, the vertical launch setup allows all-aspect attacks, meaning missiles can pop up and dive on targets from above, bypassing frontal armor like on Russia's T-90 tanks. Another cool tidbit, as an industry-funded demonstrator, it's already sparking talks for trials in the second half of 2026, potentially leading to production for users of the Fuchs family across 9 countries. The latest news as of September 20th, 2025, has the Fuchs JAGM fresh off its DSEI debut last week, where Rheinmetall and Lockheed Martin unveiled it as a technology demonstrator on September 9th, emphasizing its role as the world's first vehicle with 24 vertically launched JAGM or Hellfire missiles, capable of engaging tanks, aircraft, drones, and bunkers in rapid succession. At the event, Paula Hartley, Vice President and General Manager of Tactical Missiles at Lockheed Martin, highlighted the partnership's focus on expanding JAGM's market beyond helicopters to ground vehicles, noting its multi-mode seeker for land and air threats up to 16 kilometers. Rheinmetall officials confirmed trials will begin in the second half of 2026, with the wheeled chassis offering speeds over 100 kilometers per hour and a 500-mile range for quick repositioning. No contracts yet, but interest from Fuchs operators like the UK, Netherlands, and Norway is high for potential upgrades, and the system's NGVA integration ensures NATO compatibility. This follows Rheinmetall's Fuchs Evolution upgrades, with the JAGM variant adding CBRN protection and digital architecture for future proofing. As an industry-funded effort, it's poised for rapid adoption amid Ukraine-inspired anti-tank demands. The Fuchs JAGM Tank Destroyer is a bold fusion of mobility and missile might, offering NATO a scalable, standoff solution against armored hordes and aerial pests. So, what do you all think about the Fuchs JAGM? Are you hyped about its 24-missile salvo, curious about trials, or maybe you've got thoughts on wheeled tank killers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends who love defense tech, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the innovations shaping our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.